What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Singing the Tea. Well, sometimes I sing, or sometimes I spill all of the reality TV tea, and it's always going to be what you want, and it's always going to be what you need, baby. So we are jumping right back into another episode of the Real Housewives of Potomac, season 9, episode 7, y'all. We 7 episodes in. That's exciting. So this episode, it was good. It was a cute episode. It was cute. If I had to rate the episode, which I will. I would give this episode an 8. I would give this one an 8. Maybe an 8. I'll give it a 9. You know what? I'll give it a good 9 because the end of this episode came through. This episode was good. It was some lot of just messy storylines. Real messy. It is getting real messy. Um, Y'all, some of these girls need to go over there and play with the love hip hop girls because they're getting a little too messy. It's not upper echelon like the Real Housewives girls normally give. Some of these ladies need to exit stage left, and we'll talk about them here shortly. Now, jumping into this episode, we start off with Karen watering the plants and just a little pitter patter here and there. Child, whatever. We're gonna skip right on past that. We're gonna jump into Stacey having her crash pad, and her and TJ, they're having a little painting session. So her and Miss TJ, they getting down to it and they having a conversation. Here is my thing with Stacey and TJ. And y'all know I've told it, TJ, he was on the Parkers. TJ, he was on Sister as a scammer, honey. Stacey, art imitate life. You better, girl, you better make sure you checking your stuff before that man leave. That's all I'm gonna say. Somebody walked away with all of my stuff, honey. You better be checking your stuff. Now, my thing is with him, is Stacey, he's just not into you. Like, I don't understand what it is. It just seems like they're forcing this situation. It really does seem like they're friends, and he's not into her like that. And I feel like he's like just kind of toying her along with the whole thing. Because let me tell you something. You can be a Christian and you can hunt. Hell, I'm a Christian. I hunt. Now, there ain't none of y'all business who I hunt with, but I do it from time to time. Hell, who knows? But my thing is, you can be a Christian and you can hunt. The Lord forgives and the Lord provides. And Stacey, he is not providing you this man. He's providing you somebody else. So Stacey, please stop making a fool out of yourself and stop letting this man make a fool out of you on TV. It's not cute. This man is not the one for you. I don't think he values you in that way. I think he's a great friend for you, Stacey. I think he's a great friend of the show. But Stacey, he's not for you, my dear. And you need to find you another man, darling. Find you another man because that ain't the woman for you. Now, we transition over to Ashley and Gizelle meeting up at Ashley's house. So she had the popcorn, the little sparkling water, ginger ale, and all of that. And they were getting ready to have a meeting with Karen to discuss her case and to check on her because they haven't seen Karen since Lake Norman. One thing that was really, really nice, I wish we could have got all of the OG. Well, that is all the OGs now, isn't it? Wow, that's crazy. We only have 3 of the OGs left. That's wild. Wendy is not an OG. So that was nice to have that OG meeting for them to check in on Karen. And of course, Karen gets in there and she gets to deflecting. She talks about how she brought up Mia having an addiction, which when they go low, Karen went to hell. So Karen had to do what she had to do. She said it's public knowledge. She going out there and she's saying what it is. But Karen is deflecting every turn. Like, Karen, we understand. We know that you're going through something. It's okay, mama. We get it. But we want you to give us something. And you're giving us nothing. You keep saying, oh, well, I can't discuss that. I can't discuss that. It's going to court. I can't discuss this. But later you did discuss it. And we're going to talk about that when we get there. But I think Karen is scared to talk about it because Karen doesn't want to be emotional with these ladies for some reason. I mean, I get it too because they'll throw it back in your face. But Karen, give them a little something. Like, I think that Gizelle is really just showing a new Gizelle. She's not really messy this season, really. I mean, she has her moments, but I feel like she got over the whole her and Karen drama fairly quickly this season. So I think that Gizelle is really trying to show up for Karen like she did season 1. So I think that Karen, you need to give these ladies a little something. Now, Ashley's just gonna be messy as hell with them big ass titties, but she's just gonna be messy, but I think Gizelle is really there for you. Now, Karen brings up Gizelle's ex, or ex-husband Jamal getting married. He's getting well. I think he's now present day. He's married now. Y'all, I saw that wedding online. I thought it was a Wicked premiere. All that pink and green, or AKA inaugurational ball or something. Child, I didn't know what. I didn't think that was their wedding, but to each his own. They look great at the AKA ball, a Wicked movie premiere. So Giselle ain't phased. Giselle don't want that man. And it's so funny when Giselle said, my kids were confused because this woman was a friend and then they just instantly went to being engaged. That was shade. If I was the new wife, I would feel some type of way, not from Giselle, but I'll feel some type of way about the kids not realizing that I'm dating their dad. That's a little weird to me. That's a little telling. So we'll see how that's about to go. So after that conversation, we transitioned to Wendy having a little celebration. Two of her children graduated. One of them graduated pre-K and the other one graduated elementary school. I don't have kids. Is that new? I don't remember graduating elementary school. It could be a private school thing, child. I don't know. It could be something up north. I'm down here in the south. We didn't have an elementary school graduation, child. You got your ass about the school. You went on to the next. You went on to middle school, and that was it. They did not have no graduation for us, from what I remember. I don't remember having a graduation, but hey, really, really cool. Anytime we get to celebrate the kids, we're going to absolutely do that. And we get to talking about Wendy's birthday party that is coming up, that she is getting ready to celebrate. It's an all-white party. And her mom, of course, is trying to steal the show. I don't know what it is. These people mamas, and I know people are sensitive about their mama. Wendy mama just seems like she be doing too much when she gets on the scene. I really enjoy Wendy. And who was the dude? Was that her brother that was sitting next to her? He didn't even say anything. It was just weird. I didn't know who that was. But her mom just was doing too much. I was like, oh, is that why I did get my allowance? $500? That didn't do what y'all thought it was gonna do. I think that y'all thought that was gonna be like, ooh, we them girls. $500? Okay, girl, y'all could have kept that whole segment. I wouldn't even brought that up. I would have been embarrassed. I gotta ask my daughter for my $500 allowance. $500, ma'am. To each his own, I guess. So the conversation it builds, and they start to have the conversation about Eddie's family coming to Wendy's birthday party, which I think is great. And it kind of shifts a little bit. And Wendy was saying, well, the parents can't come because they're the ones who watch the siblings' kids, or vice versa. Like either they'll be able to come, or the siblings and the parents can't come because somebody has to watch the kids. Some of the families are like that. Some family dynamics truly are that way. And if they don't want to bring their children, which understandably, because y'all haven't had the best relationship at this point, I get that. And it's easing into it. Wendy, one thing I will say is that relationship is going to be fractured, and it's going to continue to be fractured if your mom continues to talk about them the way that she does. In order for y'all to move forward and in order for y'all to grow, your mama got to hush. She got to shut up. You got to tell your mama to hush, because if I was on the receiving end of that, I wouldn't want to come. I wouldn't want to be around her because it seems like she's on the defense. If these people saying that they can't come, it's okay. Maybe y'all can have a separate meeting with the family. It's just your birthday party. I can see if it was a celebration for the kids. It's not. So I think that you should tell your mom to just chill out a little bit. I don't think it was necessary to bring that up, especially then she brought up the $500 again. Girl, girl, go and sit down somewhere. Sit down somewhere. Um, so after that conversation, we head over to Ashley's mom. Y'all, we ain't seen Ashley's mom all season. What's up, Sheila? What's up? What's going on, Miss Sheila? Now, Sheila's wig was very age appropriate. It was very age appropriate on Miss Sheila. She looked it age appropriate. Yes. Now, one thing I would say, y'all, I don't know what it is about the GNA font. It reminds me of like GNC. Like it looks like it's the GMC logo or something. I don't really care for it, but if y'all don't y'all come around me wearing that GNA. Child, don't wear GNA, ABC, CDE, or none of that around me. Child, that looks a mess. That looks a hot, funky moving mess. If you're going to wear that, just go ahead and get your little piece of She by Sheree. That's a little bit more elevated. I mean, it's all Shein, but She by Sheree got a little ump to it. You know what I'm saying? We know She by Sheree. We don't know GNA. Child, don't come around me with that. Actually, I want to say this. When it comes to your mom, and I love that you were saying how much you appreciated your mom, and I love how you were saying, she should want to be with somebody essentially who appreciates her, and she should want to feel value, like all of that. And I think that Ashley, this has been something that you've been battling for seasons now. Ashley, if I can give you some advice, let your mama live her life, baby. It ain't nothing you can do. Sheila ain't gonna change. She ain't gonna leave that man. If Sheila is happy, let Sheila be happy. If you want to give Sheila some money to make sure she's good, then you do that, and you just hush and go on about your day. But it ain't no use of you trying to. That she is not gonna leave that man. She is not gonna leave him. Let your mama be happy and let her be over there with that man under the bridge in peace. If that's what make your mama happy at this point, you gonna have to figure out ways to put those safeguards up for you and your children to make sure that you good. But Sheila ain't changing, baby. Sheila too old to change. You can tell Sheila don't want to change. He's helping me now, Ashley. Let it go. It ain't nothing you can do. It ain't nothing you can do. You tried. Sheila raised you. You out here successful on this show. You got your G&A that ain't nobody buying, which I hope they start buying so you can get Sheila from under that bridge. But you gonna have to let that go, baby. And Ashley, this is the last thing. Them children look bad. I don't mean to talk about children. Them children like they were bad. No. You gonna, anyway, them children look bad. But yes, love up on your mama while she here, girl. Let her live her life. Whatever. Now, Jassy, I'm disappointed. Now, I am disappointed in you because it's been a lot going on. But you know what? You had it going on with this party, so you redeeming yourself a little bit. But I was disappointed with this man and these children. But you threw a nice party. Now, this one thing I would give her for her to be a newbie. She threw a party. Now, the flowers on the table, they looked a little basic, but that's okay. She's a friend of. She's not a full-time. She's a friend of. One thing I would give her, she had an open bar. Now, one thing about me, if you're going to invite me somewhere, make sure you got an open bar, baby. We loves a good open bar. That's the one thing we do is we loves us a good open bar, baby. Give me a good gin and tonic, a little Hendrix, a little Tanqueray. Baby, I love me some good gin. Gin make you sin and make you look good while you're doing it. But yes, the party looked nice. You look beautiful, Jazzy. It looked great. The ladies started pouring into the party, and everybody looked good. The girls looked great. So the ladies are pouring into the party. Everybody's looking good. Then we see Mia walk in with Ick. Um, I don't know he looked like her child. Like he just did. Ugh, they just don't look good. They look so off. I mean, they say opposites attract. Um, Oatmeal and cinnamon. There you go. Do with that information as you will. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Ink. That's the man name. Lord, I keep calling the man Ink. Yeah, he's just not. He's not that for me. He just seems awkward. It seems awkward. It seems like he's forcing this relationship. Their relationship seems very weird. Giselle was asking him questions, and Giselle threw a little shade out there. Ashley's talking about this is the first time she done seen him without his shades. Shades or no shades, he look a mess, child. It don't matter. We good on Mr. Ick. All right, so Kiana and her man comes in, and Kiana, Kay, I love you. Your man funny looking. He is funny looking, but you know what? To each his own. He seems like a really cool dude, though. That's one thing I would give him. He seems real cool. But Kay, she has a conversation with Mia. It just felt like the conversation was a little out of place, in my opinion. I don't know why that conversation had to take place in that moment. But cool, the conversation was had. But you know one thing about Mia? Bigfoot wasn't backing down, baby. Bigfoot was like, yes, I brought that up, but you didn't say I was wrong. You said which one? Mia was throwing it right back, and I'm kind of with me on that because you didn't disagree. You didn't say, you kind of said which one. So it was a little like, I think what you were doing, you were too quick with your response. You should have thought that one out before you gave that response. You were a little too quick with that one, which you gave me a little fuel. You shouldn't have done that. Come over here, mama. I'm gonna teach you how to read. I'm gonna teach you how to read, girl. Cause you okay, but your read level needs to be a little bit more if you're gonna be on these shows playing with these girls. But Mia apologizes to Kay. She apologizes. They're able to move forward. And I like that Giselle was like, hey, look, you can't say that about that man, about him being a drug dealer. He's a social worker. You can't say that. Like, that's a big deal when it comes to his job. Don't do that to her. So I appreciated um Giselle stepping in and getting Mia together a little bit, giving me a little piece. It was real classy. It was real professional based how she did that. Now, the ladies walk in. Two more ladies walk in. We see Miss TJ and Miss Stacy walk in. The ladies come on in. Wendy's really excited to meet her. The ladies are going up for Miss TJ. They're going up. They said, "Look at the doll. Look at the girl, Duchess. Yes, yes. Pump through, pump through." So they giving Miss TJ her tens. They giving her tens as she's walking the ball, darling. And Miss TJ, you doing too much. You doing just a little too much, honey. You put too much on. You know how they say when you walk out, before you walk out the door, take one item off. TJ, you're gonna have to take an item off, and that item that you're gonna have to take off your list is Stacy. Leave this lady alone. Dog on. This you know you don't want that lady, and it's pissing me off. Cause you know you don't like that lady. And you doing her wrong. Be her friend and that's it. But don't be doing that lady like that. Now you can hunch on that lady. You could flick her bean or whatever the people say it is. You can do a little something. Got that lady all hot and bothered. Talking about she been selling it for years. That lady trying to give a bit. And you should let her have some. For free. Now you was making me mad, Miss TJ. Now, that's the end of that. Now, so when we get to the conversation, oh no way. Jasmine was a little shady when she saw Kiana Man and Wendy Man, not Wendy Man, Lord, Mia Man. She was like, well, that's another one. I guess another one is short. I wasn't as tall as I thought he was gonna be. Yeah, that was good. That was good. I like Jasmine. I was disappointed the last episode, but I like Jasmine. I can't help it. I do like me some Jasmine. Now Jasmine Man show up. Hold on. Pump the brakes. I don't know if it was a suit. But he looked a little handsome. I don't know. I don't know. Don't listen, y'all. Don't fight me on it. I don't know. He did look a little handsome in that suit. And he brought Prince. Who was it? Prince Hakeem. He brought Prince Hakeem up in there for Giselle. You better jump on it, girl. You better jump on it. He a ball player. He got a little coin. Giselle, you can get an east wing because I already think you got the west wing on the house. You can get you an east wing, Giselle. You better jump on in there, girl, and get the NFL money. I know that's right. Um, so after that, Mia and Giselle and Karen, they sit down and have a conversation. The ladies come over and Giselle just laid it out on the table. She was like, okay, I'm not going to add no thing to it. I ain't going to take nothing from it. Karen, you said that this girl had an addiction problem and you said that she was in rehab. Mia is saying, oh, I wasn't in rehab. I went to the hospital. Now, here's my thing with Mia. Mia is very calculated with her words. Because in some instances, rehab is considered hospital. Or if you go to the hospital due to an overdose, the hospital will keep you in a rehab-like facility that is associated with the hospital. So it's kind of one of those situations where it could possibly be, I don't know, it could possibly be apples and oranges. Possibly, allegedly. I don't know. But yeah, Mia is very, very, very calculated with her words. And I'm starting to see what the ladies are saying when they say she is going to have the most to own when it comes to reunion season. Because Mia, there are some things that you are doing that's very interesting, and I'm not liking it. It's not very classy. It's not very becoming of you. In the words of Mariah Huck, you showed your slip and we don't like this. But Karen had let her know, baby, we good, we and you cool. But I'm letting you know, you go low, I'm going lower. Karen let her know, don't play with me. Karen know how to back a bitch up off of her. I love that. Now, Karen and her fine ass cousin David talk. David is cute. I love those glasses. The glasses really did something for me. It awoke something in me. All right. So David and Karen break down, and David reveals that he was on the phone with Karen when she had the accident, y'all. That's That's really sad. There is something going on with Karen and Ray, and Karen is not really saying what it is. We haven't seen Ray this season. Something's going on with Karen and Ray, and I think Karen is truly struggling. I think Karen has lost her loved ones. I think there's something the milk is not clean when it comes to her and her relationship, and I think Karen is struggling and trying to figure out what it is. She's just not ready to talk about it just yet. But Karen, when you do get ready to talk about it, we are here for you to soak up all the tea and all the mess, Mama. But no, but seriously, Karen, we hope that you're okay because you are. Karen is struggling. You're like, I don't. It's really giving she's struggling to try to figure out what's going on with her. So we get towards the end of this episode, y'all, and we gonna sit here for a minute. We're gonna take the next couple minutes to sit here. Mia, I don't know what you're doing, but this Mia, Ink, and Gordon situation is really awkward. And I did not put this on my bingo card for this year. It is really awkward. And I could have went my whole life without seeing this situation. Like, it's really sad and it's really uncomfortable because you can tell that Gordon's uncomfortable. And the part for me that's the most disheartening when it comes to Mia is, Mia, you said that this man has a disorder. He's not mentally well. You said these things last reunion. And I feel like you are playing in his face and you are playing with his emotions. You say, oh, you called so much, you hurt me, you did all these things. But just not just that, I'm sorry. Mia, if you are doing this or you know that he wasn't in the right frame of mind, you are aware of this. So you know he's not intentionally trying to hurt you. He has a chemical imbalance and he can't help that. So why are you exploiting this situation? It seems like you are trying to paint a picture or cause a case, and I don't think you're thinking about your children. You can't be thinking about your children. And then when you and Ink at the end of this, he was like, well, I didn't really say anything. Ink, you were very vocal. You should have stayed out of it because it had nothing to do with you. That was a conversation that should have been had between Mia and Gordon. Ink shouldn't have been there. It's not appropriate. I understand that he's your new dude, but bringing up, oh, Ink might possibly be the father of one of your kids. Doing this and then talking about, oh, I can't believe he brought this up in front of you. You started the conversation. So you were the one that started the conversation, knowing this man is not mentally fit, or he could possibly have moments to where he's not going to give you the best reaction, and you do that in front of your children, you're not thinking about your kids. And I think that the way that you are parading this man around and you are pushing this man's buttons is not fair. And I get where he's coming from. I'm not giving y'all that. And he's breaking the fourth wall. He's like, I'm not, I told you I wasn't going to give y'all a saying. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. And then he was like, did y'all have an affair? And they wouldn't answer the question. And then when he brought up Mia possibly having an abortion, oh, I wasn't aware of that. Y'all are not smart. Y'all are not thinking this through. It's not very becoming. It's real low budget, low quality. I don't like it. And then you sitting up with them chiclets looking in your mouth. I just can't stand it. I don't appreciate what Mia is doing to Gordon. I'm not saying that Gordon was right for the things that he did to Mia. I'm not saying Gordon was right for the things that he has possibly done in his life. What I'm saying is this singular situation with Mia, Gordon, and Ink. Mia, you are wrong, my dear. You are wrong. And you never win when you play dirty. You are playing dirty and it is going to backfire in your face. You better take note from these other girls who think that they can try to create a narrative and it always backfires. I'm telling you, it is going to come back to bite you in the ass. And we're going to all be here to buy it. Thank you. Okay. So, y'all, that was the episode, Real Housewives of Potomac, episode 7, season 9. Top flute of the week this week goes to, honestly, I don't really know. I didn't care for the drama. I'm going to give her the flute because she messy and she doing too much. I'm going to give it to Mia. Top flute of the week goes to Miss Mia because she's just doing too much. You giving us more than what we asked for, girl. I feel like we need to give you some money. You giving us too much of our money worth. Calm down. But yes, y'all, that is the episode. Another good episode this week is The Real Housewives of Potomac this season. I'm really enjoying it. Also, congratulations to Candace. Candace had her baby, so that's super exciting. So congratulations to the Bassetts on welcoming their baby. And with that being said, y'all, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share with your friends and family. Whoever, share it out there in the world, get more people over here so we can get those numbers up. We will be adding to our repertoire the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So that is going to be something that I'm going to be adding in. I think they premiere this week, so I'm going to add that to our fold, y'all. So there's more coming. Thank you so much for joining us, and I will see you back next week.